Hello and welcome to Devotion to Writing, a channel devoted to helping writers and creatives find depth and consistency in their creative practice. Today, I want to have an honest discussion about what it takes to create, to be a writer, to have a writing life. It's very simple, but it can be advice that we might not want to hear or that we find difficult believing. So that's what I want to get into today in this video. Things flower under our attention, and they wither or decay when our attention is withdrawn. This is the power of the creative energy we are. It is this life force, the divine within us. We are creators. We are creative. Again, when we put our attention to whatever it is we want to create in our lives, could be a piece of writing, could be a piece of art, it could be drama, it could be conflict. When we put our attention to anything, it flowers, it develops. When we withdraw, it withers, it goes away, it dies. Writing is the application of our attention to language and to words. It's creating and expressing through language the unmanifest thoughts, the ideas, the urges, the wishes, and making those manifest through us, through our attention to the page, to the line, to the blank journal. Writing requires us to be attentive. There is no secret to overcoming writer's block, to overriding your doubts and your fears, and committing your stories and poems and essays and memoirs or whatever it is you wish to write to the page. There is no secret except you need to direct your attention to the writing. And this is what I go back to. It's really what is at the heart of everything that I offer is the daily practice. This requires rigor, discipline, and commitment. It's like anything else that you would like to develop in your life. Anything requires your commitment, your rigor. If you sit to write consistently, bringing your undivided attention to writing what is in you, and you repeat this action, this will take you 95, maybe 99% of the way to realizing your dream of writing. This 1% to 5% that is remaining is outside of your control. So let's say your goal is publication. Showing up every day and working on the book or the collection of poems or essays, whatever it is you wish to bring to publication, you wish to bring to the public, showing up every day and working on this is going to get you 95 to 99% of the way there. And then the other small percentage is timing, it's luck, it's the fickleness of the industry, it is, circumstances that are out of your control. All you can control is, and this is a great deal, is showing up and putting in the work. There is no magic to this. I know it isn't sexy. No one wants to hear that creating is like going to work, like punching the time clock. It sounds way too mundane, I know. It sounds way too blue collar. And, our myth, cultural myth, is that there is this magic that the artist possesses, that there's this kind of mad genius who whirls around and they're inspired all the time and they're dashing off poems and, manifesting novels. But this is bull. The belief in this myth is what keeps so many people from writing, because we don't recognize ourselves in that myth. We don't see ourselves as this kind of, we're drunk with our own creative ecstasy all the time. The reason is this isn't true. This isn't how creativity works. And again, I know this isn't sexy. This doesn't sound great. But that's not how creativity happens. It doesn't happen in this drunkenness all the time. It's not like we're walking around inspired all the time. It's much less romantic than that. It is coming daily, sitting at the page, and starting to work, to labor. And yes, That word labor is the same word for work and for giving birth. It is difficult, it can be painful, but that is the task of writing. It's really the task, it's really what is involved in bringing anything, manifesting anything in our lives. It takes work. So I hope I'm not shattering your illusions about, no, actually, I think it's important that we do shatter this illusion, because the sooner you see that writing isn't this glamorous thing, the sooner you'll commit to the real daily dirty work of it, of sitting down and giving your attention to the page before you, to the unmanifest that wants to manifest in you, through you, to making clear the visions, the images, the ideas, the memories, the story arc, the music, the colors, the photo, whatever it is that wants to come out of you, making it manifest, giving it your daily attention. This is going to flower it. And then when you are engaged daily, this is the secret. This is the secret. When you are engaged daily, the very, very, very real magic begins to happen and does happen, because it is here, down in the dirt and the grime and the minutia of ourselves, toiling daily to make our words, our vision match this richness of our interior life and our interior vision, that we find beauty and the joy. And we discover all this is coming from in us, from beyond us. And then we realize this day after day that we're coming to the page and something is happening. Work is happening. Words are coming to the page. We are fashioning daily a life of writing. And it doesn't take a lot of time, 15 minutes a day. The reward is each day that you come, day after day, you start to open to the vastness and the creative abundance that you are. And you arrive to this point not with some pixie dust sprinkled over you, but because you've been, or I should say, not because there's this pixie dust sprinkled over you, or that you've been blessed with some exceptional talent or genius or hocus pocus has happened. You arrive at this place by walking over this low, rocky road and going along it, often in the dark, for a very long way. And then somewhere on that daily pilgrimage that you are making with yourself upon the page, with your spirit and with your soul, you look back and you see that every day you've made some little mark upon the roadside. You've built some small fire and you've left some beauty. And then you see that this beauty is created within you as well. That is, that those fires that you've lit each day, that those steps that you've taken each day, that labor that you have made and experienced each day has made within you a beauty. It has created it in you as well as in the things that you make on the page or on the canvas or in the music or the dance or whatever it is that you're making. The work of writing is never finished. But what finishes on your journey is that this idea that you can't write or paint, or that you aren't a writer. All of that disappears, and your doubts and your fears no longer have any power to arrest you. So 15 minutes a day, every day, commit to it, or at least almost every day. Commit to it. Surely you can find 15 minutes. Be rigorous. It is going to take discipline. Again, I know that we don't like to hear this. It's going to take a commitment from you. Schedule it. 15 minutes a day. Most of us have jobs. We can seem to get to the jobs. We might not like going to those jobs every day, but we do it. We do everything that it takes to get ourselves ready to go to that job. We go to the job. We give it our attention. We do our job. We leave the job. 15 minutes is all if you have more, give more. But if you had 15 minutes, give yourself 15 minutes, give yourself to those 15 minutes to just be attentive to the writing. And when you do this, I think you discover that a great life of writing will flower right before you. It will flower because you are fashioning that great life of writing. It happens no other way, I'm sorry to say. Your attention is what flowers things. Your inattention, things wither. So give your attention to writing. I wish this for you. I know that if you want to write, this is the one secret thing that you need to know, and it's not glamorous. It's just you need to show up and do it daily. So do it. Start right now. You can do it right now. And so for some sort of a prompt today, just sit right now with your notebook or at your computer, however you like to write. Bring your attention here, your presence here, and simply begin to write what is with you right now. What is around you? What are the things you notice? For me, it's raining outside. I can see some raindrops falling off the drip edge of the roof into the garden. And the fall foliage is starting to happen. The goldenrod is just the last little bits of yellow of the goldenrod in the field. Just bring your attention to what is here. This is how you begin. This could take you to improbable places. You never know where it's going to take you. Just begin. Just begin every day. Do a little bit more writing. You don't even have to know what you're working on. You don't have to have a project, but you do need to be writing. Things will take shape. You'll find your way as you go. So I wish for you that you write deeply today. I know that if you do write, you will write beautifully, because beautiful is what you are. Blessings.